Here we are going to learn a new topic known as linear programming. In the morning, I started explaining about linear programming, why it has come. I have given an example of Corona, today's example, because here Corona cases are increasing day by day, and doctors are working on the Corona vaccine. They have to find the vaccine at the earliest in order to curb deaths that is happening, or the growth that has been rapidly increasing by this virus through the mankind. So what is the our goal before us is to control the virus, to minimize the number of deaths by producing a vaccine which is available in the market for the low cost, so that every human being life can be saved. This is the target. So actually this is a mathematical problem. We have to formulate, we have to stop the growth of this pandemic virus. So how to do it? So it can be, or it should be converted as a mathematical problem which comes under linear programming. So let us try to discuss another example of the linear programming. So here the mathematician behind this is Kantorovich. You can see it in the diagram. He is there. Now let us try to describe another example. So there is a furniture dealer. He deals with only two items, namely tables and chairs. He has to invest rupees 50,000, and the storage space available for him is at most 60 pieces, meaning he has a storage space to keep 60 items in it, not more than that. That means he can keep 59 items, 58 items, no problem, but not more than 60. In mathematical terminology, not more than 60 means it should be less than, and it can be 60 also, which means it should be less than or equal to 60. And what are the two items? A table and a chair. So again he explains that table cost is 2500, chair cost is rupees 500, and because he is running a business, naturally he expects a profit on that. So what is the profit that he is going to get on, can make a profit on the table and chair? On the table he is going to get rupees 250, and he can make a profit 250, and on the chair he is going to make a profit of 75. He wants to know, the problem is he wants to know how many chairs and how many tables should he buy from the available money. What is the available money? 50,000. Here also you note down, 50,000 means not more than, so the maximum he can invest is rupees 50,000. So it should be less than or equal to 50,000. So he wants to know how many tables and chairs he should buy from the available money, so as to maximize his profit, total profit. So whatever that he does, the business, under these conditions he must get a maximum profit, assuming that he can sell all the items which he buys. So children, this is the problem. Now what we do is we will try to convert this problem into a mathematical problem. So how to do it is see now. Now let us see what is the mathematical formulation of the problem which we have learnt now. We want to find how many tables and the chairs to be purchased. So let x be the number of tables and y be the number of chairs that the dealer buys. So because it is the number of chairs and number of tables, they are objects, so they should be non-negative, which we write in mathematics: x greater than or equal to 0, y greater than or equal to 0. And in the problem it is very clearly said the dealer cannot invest more than 50,000 and 60 pieces is maximum. So we have now, first let us see, x is the number of tables and y is the number of chairs. So we have now x plus y is 60. See here, this is the first one condition, the storage maximum 60 pieces we can store. Okay, then next is related to the cost. So how the cost is related with the cost, that is 50,000. So one table costs 2500 rupees. So there are x tables. So what is the total cost? 2500, that is here 2500x, this one 2500x. Next one is 500y is the total cost of the tables. I think here what you are seeing on the screen, so is less than or equal to 50,000. I explained what is the, how the less than or equal to will come. Now dividing throughout by 500, we get 5x plus y less than or equal to 100. So there are two inequalities here, children. First one is 5x plus y less than or equal to 100 and x plus y less than or equal to 60. So all of you children, in the morning in the Zoom's class I have explained, I did not remove that zeros or the 500, that should be remembered. Of course we did solve that problem. So there are two inequalities that we have to solve it now. Now this format of inequalities which you have already seen in 11th class. So we know how to plot the graph of this. Now let us try to do this now. Now the last part of the problem is the dealer is making a profit on the table to 50 rupees, on the chair is 75. So there are x tables and y chairs. So the profit will be 250 plus x. You can see this step, 250x plus 75y, that is a profit that he will make. And this z, letter z, we say it as that is our objective function. And what is that our object, what is the dealer objective is to get a maximum profit. So children, here you see, so he has to maximize his profit, z equal to 250x plus 75 under the conditions that 5x plus y is less than or equal to 100 and x plus y less than or equal to 60 and x greater than or equal to 0, that is the tables, and y greater than or equal to 0, that is the chairs. So we have to maximize this linear function. Why it is called linear function? Because x and y, the powers of the x and y are 1, subject to the conditions. What are the conditions? The inequalities which are given as the variables x and y. So this entire, the word problem has been converted into a mathematical formulae. Now we are going to plot this and we are going to get how we are going to see how much profit does he going to make under these circumstances. Now you see, you plot the inequalities and go for the common shade which you will find in the region OABC. So you see clearly it is marked x plus y equal to 60, that line, then 5x plus y, that is 100, that is nothing but 2500x plus 500y is equal to 50,000. So, and when you go for that inequalities, finding that blue shaded region is called feasible region. That means we will find our maximum profit in this region only, and the boundaries are mentioned here. It is nothing but a quadrilateral in this example OABC. Okay, and we will come to the final calculation here. In that z equal to that profit function, we have the vertices as I explained just now, the quadrilateral OABC. So just put the values of the origin, that is 0 0 in the z function, you will get 0. Then if you substitute 0 60, you will get the z value 4500. If you substitute 10 comma 50, we get the value 6250. And if you substitute a 20 comma 0, that you get 5000, and there is an arrow mark marked 6250, this value. $6,250 is the maximum out of all these four values, namely 0, 4500, 6250, 5000. So the profit he will get at this point B. What is the 10 indicates here? The 10 indicates the number of tables to be purchased and 50 chairs to be purchased. What is the total now? 10 plus 50, so 60. So, and what is the condition given on this? So the he will get he should not purchase more than 60 pieces. So the maximum piece is 60. Now what is this corresponding value of Z indicates 6250? This is the profit he is going to get on, say, 10 tables and 50 chairs. So that's the maximum profit he will get on this. So this is the maximize in the function, profit function Z. So this is the final answer, children. I hope you all have understood this example. Thank you.